Everyone, I'm Dinesh. I currently doing my bachelor degree in pharmacy at SNS College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. In our college, have 5 pillars activity. Today we are going to see about CLT, Center for Learning and Teaching. I'm going to explain about Robertson versus warfarin in non-valvular atrial fibrillation. What is non-valvular atrial fibrillation? Atrial fibrillation is the medical term for an irregular heart rhythms. There are many possible causes of atrial fibrillation. This includes valvular heart disease, in which irregularities in the valves of person's heart lead to abnormal heart rhythms. However, many people with atrial fibrillation don't have valvular heart disease. If you have atrial fibrillation not caused by valvular heart disease, it is often called non-valvular atrial fibrillation. There is a standard definition of non-valvular atrial fibrillation. Doctors are still deciding which cases of atrial fibrillation should be considered valvular and which should be considered non-valvular. Use of warfarin reduces the rate of ischemic stroke in patients with atrial fibrillation but requires frequent monitoring and dose adjustment. Rivaroxaban as oral factor Xa inhibitor may provide more consistent and predictable anticoagulation than warfarin. Methods: in a double-blind trial, we randomly assigned 40,264 patients with non-valvular atrial fibrillation who were at increased risk for stroke to receive either rivaroxaban or dose-adjusted warfarin. The pre-productable as treated primary analysis was designed to determine whether rivaroxaban was non-inferior to warfarin for the primary endpoint of stroke or ischemic embolism. Blind artificial intelligence, the challenge of provocation, the impact of an event and on another one is a famous challenge for the data scientist. It is easy to get an historical data set, plot data points, and find the correlation between two variables. However, correlation does not implication. It may be impossible to know which variable is the cause of the other one and which one is the cause. Correlation may be poor coincidence. A third unknown variable may be the cause of both suicide variables studied. Third unknown variable may be the cause of both studied variables. Warfarin. This medicine is used to treat blood clots and are to prevent new clots from forming in our body. Preventing harmful blood clots help to reduce the risk of stroke or heart attack, condition that increase your risk of developing blood clots include a certain type of irregular heart rhythms, heart valves replacement, recent heart attack, and certain surgeries. Warfarin is commonly called as blood thinner, but the more correct term is anticoagulant. It helps to keep blood flowing smoothly in our body by decreasing the amount of certain substance in our body. It helps to keep blood flowing smoothly in our body, decrease the amount of certain substance in our blood. Rivaroxaban. Rivaroxaban is used to prevent blood clots from forming due to a certain irregular heartbeat or after a hip or knee replacement surgery. It is also used to prevent blood clots from forming in high-risk patients with limited mobility during their hospital stay and after discharge. In addition, rivaroxaban is used to treat blood clots such as deep vein thrombosis or pulmonary embolus and to prevent the blood clots from forming again. Rivaroxaban is an anticoagulant that works by blocking certain clotting proteins in our blood. In the primary analysis, the primary endpoint occurred in 188 patients in the rivaroxaban group and 241 in the warfarin group. In the intention to treat analysis, the primary endpoint occurred in 269 patients in the rivaroxaban group and in 306 patients in the warfarin group. Major and non-major clinically relevant bleeding occurred in 1,475 patients in the rivaroxaban group and in the 449 in warfarin group, with significant reduction in interactional hemorrhage and fatal bleeding in the rivaroxaban group. Rates of bleeding events. All analyses of rates of bleeding are based on the first event in the safety population during treatment. Hazard ratio are for the rivaroxaban group are compared with the warfarin group and were calculated with the use of course proportional hazard models with the study group as a covariate. Two sides p walls are for superiority in the rivaroxaban groups as compared with the warfarin group. Minimal bleeding events were not included in the principal safety endpoint. Bleeding events were considered to be critical if they occurred in intracranial, intraspinal, intraocular, precordial, intra-articular, intramuscular, or retroperitoneal sites. In patients with atrial fibrillation, rivaroxaban was non-inferior to warfarin for the prevention of stroke or systemic embolism. There was no significant between group difference in the risk of major bleeding, although intracranial and fatal bleeding occurred less frequently in the rivaroxaban group. Hereby thanking you for spending your valuable time. Thank you.